Dude, you're a youngster.
14 years old.
You look 14.
Just turned 19 on Monday.
You're making things happen, bro.
Yeah, just hustling.
What's the potential income?
I've seen companies probably 7 or 8 figures around there. But like I look up to businesses like yours because that's where I want to be one day.
What do you think you'll build this year?
Probably just under 6 figures. If I didn't have that idea or I didn't start, I would have never been here.
What's going on, everybody? So on today's show, we have none other than Andy Benedek with Blue Cactus. What's up, bro?
What's going on, everyone?
Hey,
good to be here.
Dude, you're a youngster.
Yes, sir.
You're
14 years old.
14. You look 14. But how old are you? Tell
I just turned 19 on Monday.
That's really good. 19. Have your own business. I'm trying to fix the damn mic. So 19 years old, bro. And you know, there's like 19-year-olds that are freaking just like getting stoned in their
doing drugs,
their basement or some shit. I was doing drugs at 19, so I mean, I know for sure there's other ones, right? Mm-hmm. And but you're out there, you're making things happen, bro.
Yeah, just hustling.
You know what? I like the name Blue Cactus, bro. Your company was called Lugensi before.
Yeah, so I was Lugensi's pressure washing for about a year, and like I said, I got that from my grandpa. He has a business in Peru. And then I kind of brought it over here, but over the years, I just noticed people were saying Luguensi. They're just mispronouncing it.
Making fun of you on purpose, bro?
No, they didn't know how to say it.
Lugensi?
Lugensi, perfect. So
like you literally sound it out, and it's the way it sounds.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that.
There's a lot of illiterate people.
Yeah, a lot of people. So I just noticed that over the years, and I was like kind of getting tired of it. And I was like, how am I gonna supposed to get referred or remembered by people if they can't spell it or pronounce it? So that's where I've been working on Blue Cactus for about 6 months now. And
who came up with that name?
I did.
And then you hired someone to make your logo?
Yeah, I had someone make a logo, had a whole new website done, so everything's fresh and ready to go.
I like it. Blue Cactus, that's different.
It's different and it's simpler so people can remember it.
Blue Cactus Power Washing?
Yes, sir.
And so you do power washing. What does that entail? Because the guy downstairs, one of my guys, was like, hey, wash my truck.
Yeah, so that's detailing. A lot of people, I get that all the time. Actually, after I was done with your house, I was going home, and this car pulled up next to me, and he honked. He's like, hey, bro, you do detailing? I was like, no, my insurance would get mad at me. But so power washing is, I tell everyone, pretty much everything exterior cleaning, whether that's your driveway, your backyard, turf, pool decking, and we also do windows and solar panel cleaning as well. So for example, like restaurants, we do a lot of restaurants because they get that grease buildup. Yeah. So we go in there, spray our chemicals on there, and go in with our power washer to clean the concrete up, and just any hard surface in the exterior we can clean.
Do a lot of off hours, like nighttime and stuff?
Oh yeah. For commercial, you have to late nights, early mornings. Yeah. Just either before they open or after they close.
We did this job before, bro, and this was like 7, 8, 9 years ago or something. It was a while back, and so because we're a minority firm. This was for the airport, and they asked us we had this big paint contract, and they're like, hey, can you power wash our parking garage? And I was like, yeah, why not? Right? The parking garage is like 7 stories at Sky Harbor.
Huge, yeah.
Right? And dude, it was like a task.
Yeah.
Like there was like, no lie, because we had to clean everything. And like there was beer bottles and cans and drugs and like all this stuff.
It gets nasty
at the airport in there, like piles of stuff, dude. And then this is a funny story. So you've been in an airport, right?
Yeah.
And when you go up to the airport and you go up in the parking garage, up or down, you hear kind of like doo-doo, right? Yeah. And that's at the joint of the concrete like panels that they're connecting the whole thing with, and so. Every is the joint, okay? So we start we had just started, bro. I was like, yeah, we can do it. And we start power washing, and and it was like we had to have a lot of power washers, brooms. We're like all kinds of stuff. Because it was sludge, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah, and it builds rocks,
up. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. And so we're going through it. And then I remember like the end of this day 1, I had a whole crew out there. And they call me. And they're like, Chris, you got to come out here. I'm like, well, what's up? Dude, you just got to see. And so basically, like the first joint, everything fell down. So like all the rocks built up, and there was a whole line of like 30 cars. All that stuff fell on and just trashed them. All the paint jobs right off the bat, right at the beginning. Trashed them
from the top floor.
Yeah, just trashed them. And but luckily, in my contract, I had put I'm not responsible for any cars because I wanted them to block off the floors below. Yeah, and they wouldn't. We didn't realize all the stuff would fall down. Like nobody ever thought of that. Yeah, it's kind of now that I know, it's kind of common sense. But when you're doing it, and I'm just like, oh, this is cool. It was a huge power washing contract, and we ended up having to freaking like I got vacuum systems, big old 55-gallon drums with vacuum systems, and we would power wash and vacuum power wash out. And then we had the city of Phoenix. They would come and literally they had these trucks with like big vacuum trucks, and they would come in, drive up, and vacuum all the water out of the 55-gallon drums for us. Dang. Because we didn't want it to happen no more. Like, we're trying to prevent this at this point. Yeah. Because we would have trashed thousands of cars.
Oh, yeah. A lot of mad people, huh?
Oh, no. Yeah, a lot of money, but pissed off people. Oh, yeah. Right? You come out, like...
Get back from a trip.
Hey, the people were coming out. We were running. The people were coming out, and their cars are trash. We're like, oh, my God.
Wasn't us.
Yeah. But it was, right? Yeah. But they got taken care of.
So how long did that take to finish that whole parking garage?
Dude, that was like... a 5-month project. And the reason why it was so long is there was electrical involved, there was paint, there was a lot of things involved. So we would go like in phases. Oh yeah. But it was huge.
I could imagine.
Huge project.
Those parking garages are a pain to clean. Yeah. I've never cleaned one, but yeah, you need a big crew and a lot of machines out there. I had like
the one that looks like
the surface cleaner.
Yeah, a couple of those. We had ones where there were just bars and heads.
The surface cleaners are cool, huh? And it's satisfying. Oh man, seeing the before and after.
And then the vacuums I bought these vacuum systems, and they're like they're heads, and concrete guys use them that cut saw cut concrete, and they can suck up sludge, and so those vacuum systems really saved us.
Oh yeah, I bet, because like you said, or else it's
just gonna keep
going down.
Yeah. So what I'm done talking about me and my silly story. So you're 18. When did you start this business?
So I started when I was about 16, turning 17. Yeah. And it kind of started, I was like, as any 16-year-old, I can start driving now. Yeah. I was like, let me go get a job. Let me go start making some money. And I put in my resume to fast food, grocery stores. And then I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I'm either not getting calls back or I'd have an interview and it just didn't go how I liked. So then I was like, let me see if I can start a little side hustle or something like that. And I was actually thinking about getting into detailing. Yeah. But I was like, I couldn't even detail my own car without getting like...
Scratching it all up and stuff?
Not scratching it, but it's so much attention to detail. It's like you have to be super OCD and just make sure there's no watermarks and things like that. Yeah. So I saw on YouTube that pressure washing was a thing. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Just go out there and mess with concrete, clean concrete up. And then I kind of started like that. And then just like a snowball effect. Kept growing my customer base, kept getting more equipment. Just kept growing to the point where I'm at right now.
Kept learning.
Oh yeah.
So when you bought your first power washer, did you have to borrow money from your mom and dad?
Well, the first power washer I ever used was my dad's pressure washer out of his garage. Yeah. So I was like, hey, can I use this to try this power washing thing out? And then I used that for a few months, and then on my birthday he got me a power washer from Home Depot, a little upgrade. Yeah. So that was sick. Yeah. Yeah. And then now I have a whole trailer set up, so super efficient. And gets the job done. So
so that entrepreneurial mindset, where did that come from? Was that something?
My mom.
Your mom?
My mom, and so my mom, she owns a spa. Okay. Down in Maricopa. Yeah. And I guess growing up around that environment and seeing all her clients and seeing how she does business, I guess it was subconsciously in the back of my mind. But I didn't want to do business. I was like, I wanted to go to school to be an engineer. And then I was even taking college classes for engineering. Yeah. And then I just kind of got tired of it. I was like, I don't want to work for someone else. I don't want to have a boss. So then that's when I started my business. I was like, man, this is cool. You can like do your own thing, have your own hours, kind of mess around with it until you get to that point where it's serious and you're like growing. So that's where I'm at right now. Now that I'm graduated from high school, I'm kind of focusing on learning every day and just trying to grow my business to the point where I can get employees and just keep taking it step by step.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just graduated high school, about a year ago?
Yep.
What high school did you go to?
Maricopa High School.
So you're in Maricopa?
Yep.
So you drive far to go to your job sites.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
a
making
waste.
a lot of money, bro. Get your own apartment.
Eventually I want to move out. I want to move to
More
Gilbert or Scottsdale. Yeah.
Yeah, centrally located.
It'd be better. So
or wherever your customer base is. I don't know.
I have a lot of Maricopa, and the thing is nice about Maricopa is that I'm like the only person doing pressure washing in
There's
Maricopa.
only 10 people there, bro. I'm just
Dude, it's growing.
I know,
the traffic is insane. So I'm kind of hoping I can grow with Maricopa and dominate Maricopa, but also I want to focus on Scottsdale, Gilbert, Chandler, those areas, Phoenix. So I think eventually I'll get a house or an apartment somewhere centrally located that I can kind of get out of Maricopa.
Yeah, we did a small hospital we built out there in Maricopa.
What was it called? Exceptional.
Yeah,
that was
like a red or blue tower thing.
Oh, so you worked on that?
Yeah, we did all the walls and stuff.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's pretty new. No,
that was like 2 years ago.
A couple years ago. Yeah. That's the only hospital in Maricopa.
That is the only one, and it's just a little micro hospital.
Yeah, it's not even like a full hospital.
It's like a 4-bed. I think it's 4 beds or something.
Yeah, dude. But I've lived in Maricopa since I was a baby, so I've watched it go from dirt to now. We finally got a Home Depot. Yeah, we're getting a Lowe's. Like, it's crazy how much it's growing.
Yeah, you're like the king of Maricopa, bro.
Trying to take it over.
Start buying property there.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I want to get into is real estate.
Yeah. No, you will. Yeah, because you eventually what you do is you surround yourself with people that are doing better than you, and then you're gonna start learning what they do.
100%.
Seeing what they do and be like, I can do that.
100%.
I want to do that. You know, everything's about what type of life do you want to have.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And for me, especially when I'm around those people that have businesses and they're like top level, like I'm always like have my ears open, just taking everything in as I can, and every day it's something new.
Yeah.
I'm always learning, like it's crazy. Like my mind is like racing.
Hey, it was your birthday, huh?
Monday, yeah.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like, yeah, I seen the post. You did just turn 19. I didn't know you turned 19. You said you turned 19, but I didn't know that at the time. And yeah, I was like, oh, it's his birthday. His girlfriend's telling him she loves him and stuff. So you got a serious girlfriend?
No.
That wasn't your girlfriend?
No, just friend.
Oh, I thought so because I seen like 2 or 3 different girls in these pictures. And I was like, is this the same girl? I was trying to look, like I was like spying on you. And I was like, is this the same girl? This girl's look different. Then I was like, oh, this guy's a player.
No, not a player. I'm just focused on the grind. You know, I can't have.
Dude, you have pictures with all kinds of girls.
No, I don't. It was for my birthday. You know, I was just reposting people. I was just reposting people who were saying happy birthday to me. You know. But no, right now
that's cool. You don't have to say nothing, bro. Like they're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't just keep your mouth closed and be like. Shh.
Yeah, but no girlfriend. Just trying to focus on my grind. You know.
That's good. Yeah, because you know what, man. Like I don't want to be like negative and a Debbie Downer, but like. Some of the chicks out there, they'll bring you down, bro. And I'm sure your parents tell you that. Other people, it's like anybody, not just chicks. Like
just negative people in general.
I'm not degrading chicks, but there are women out there that'll see a young man and you're making money, you're doing things, and they'll go after you.
100%.
You know, so you 100%. Can't give into that. You know,
you gotta be strong.
And then there's also dudes like that.
Well, just negative people in general.
Yeah, just like they try to be your friend and all these things and. You know, they just want to take from you. You know,
at the end of the day, all they want is money. So that's what I noticed too about business. It's like I like going to these conferences, and I saw you were at the State 48 conference. Yeah. That was pretty sick. I wish I could have went to that, but I went to the one a couple months ago. But just meeting people,
same thing.
Yeah, but meeting people from there's a lot of great people, but just in business in general, you just gotta watch out because like people they come up to you and they see you're like having a business, like oh like I can help this kid out, but. It's kind of like they just want money and it's not really like
agenda. What's the agenda?
Exactly. So it's kind of like for me, I like having connections with people, like relationships with people, and then when the money starts coming in, where they want me to start paying them for coaching programs and stuff like that, it kind of just separates that relationship. You know, it's like do they like you because of your personality or what you're doing, or do they want you to pay them? You know, so that's one thing I've been learning too, and just. Watching out for some people.
Yeah, I think like you can gauge and I could be wrong and you know people can respond in the comments, but like I think you'll know when someone wants to be your friend or an acquaintance. That's just how it starts.
Yeah.
right? And if someone hits you up for coaching immediately, that's how it starts. And if someone's like trying to be your friend and then they're like, oh, join my coaching, then you really know. And it's like, oh, F you, dude, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's a turnoff.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I don't. Yeah, it's just like once they bring that in, it's kind of like.
Yeah, I thought you were buddies, bro. I thought we're cool. Now you want to sell me something?
Like, and then when they press you, that's when it's like,
dude, yeah, you're like, like I'm out. You know
thank you. No, thank you.
I'm thinking about doing some sort of coaching, consulting, and I'm not trying to offer you because
no.
I don't know what
I think it's a good thing, but it's kind of, I feel like just the pressure when so that some people, for me, I just experienced some people are more pressure. Yeah. They pressure others more. So that's kind of when it's like.
I think there's a lot of like, I'm going to look at probably what I'll do is like a good mastermind, like a core group. And
that would be nice.
And then really dive into consulting, which involves coaching. But I think the problem with all this today is there's so many coaches. Oh, yeah. And a lot of them don't know shit, right? Excuse my language.
No, 100%.
I mean, I got a child in the room. I'm just kidding. He's a man,
guys. I don't ever curse.
No, I don't curse that much either. But I just say a couple words. I don't say nothing really nasty or nothing like that. No. But there's I get hit up for a lot of people trying to coach me, and I'm like, well, what have you done? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've done like $1 million. Well, what is that, dude? Like I do that a month.
Yeah.
You know, like what do you mean? Like. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to get advice from people that are doing better than me.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? And then it doesn't always mean that because people could have bigger companies than me, but they ain't better than me. You know, there's just some luck on their damn side. Yeah. Right. Or maybe to have a good second or third person. That's really the game changer in their company. Yeah. Because there are companies like that, bro, where like the owners are like just retards.
Or have you seen like, or like, I can't believe how there's some people that have businesses that treat their employees like horrible, like
trash. Bro.
Yeah, like trash. And it's like, I don't understand how people still work for them and how they've grown their business. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like I don't know. That's insane to me.
Yeah, you like when you get into construction too, especially, and it's getting better. But I remember when I got started and started getting going, and I would buy, like. These little things like pencils and markers and these little screw tips and all these things that other companies made the guys buy. And I would buy them. And they would be like, oh, thank you. Like I'm like, it's like 10 cents in my mind. Yeah. But they were so grateful because like I was giving them these things. Then when I started buying like shirts and hats and I would just buy like everything with Extreme on it, you know? And and still, there's a lot of companies that won't even buy the guys shirts. Like, buy your guys a couple of shirts, like 2 shirts, something. Yeah, you know, minimum. What I mean? We just ordered hats, beanies, shirts. I just ordered
for the.
I'm having a Christmas party at Main Event, and so it'll be about 300-400 people because you got to bring like
the families,
their families, their kids and stuff. You know what I mean? They have like everyone has like 4 kids and shit, and so you have to pay for all this, you know, and so it's that thing that says thank you, you know.
Yeah, that's super sick. Like there's not a lot of people or owners that would do that for their team members.
Yeah, so and it's special. It's fun too because like we ordered a bunch of shirts, like hundreds and hundreds of shirts, like 100 hats, 100 beanies. We got like new backdrops. So they'll go to this event at Main Event. I'm not telling you guys which one or when.
Yeah, drop the date and location.
You come.
Yeah, let me know.
You. And then what we have is we have thousands of dollars of prizes. So they'll get swag, prizes, have fun for free.
That's sick.
You know, and the kids get to have fun. And sometimes some of these kids like they've never done it before.
Oh yeah.
You know,
and that encourages them to work harder.
It does, and they're thankful. So like, you become appreciative when someone cares about you. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Rather than
100%.
You know, like, oh, you're just an employee, you're just a number. When someone actually cares about you, like even the little things, man. Like
their birthdays and things
everything,
like that.
Just anything, saying a thank you, or you know, you give them $50, $100, anything goes a long way. I'm telling you. Like if you give me $50 right now, bro, which you can, I'll be so thankful.
100%. There's a tip jar. There's a tip jar outside.
Tip jar, bro. You thought you were coming for free? Shit. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
So 19, you're killing the game at pressure washing. For people who are watching and they want to get into pressure washing, or let's just talk about pressure washing. Like, what's the startup look like? Because I mean, obviously you went through the, the free one and then the cheap one.
Yeah.
And then you probably what are you in your fifth machine now?
Third
machine.
Yeah,
do you rebuild them and fix them and stuff?
Yeah, like my other machine was a little bit smaller. The pump went out, and I just had that in my garage. But if I wanted to, I can just buy a part and just change it out.
Yeah,
and they're pretty durable. The engines are nice. Yeah, Honda engines, so pretty good. But startup wise, it can be anywhere from, I say the bare minimum is 500, just to get a good machine. Let's say 2 gallon a minute, around there, 2.4 gallon a minute, which is how much water it's producing. And then a couple of hoses, and then just a little wand and the little surface cleaner.
So you need a little wand and a Jose, or just a wand?
You need a wand and then
just kidding.
a Jose.
A wand. That's just joking.
Wait.
Like a wand.
Oh,
and Jose.
That was funny. That was a good joke. A little dad joke. Yeah, I like it.
Why'd you gotta go there, bro? With the dad joke,
sorry.
Now you sound like my kids.
Yeah, I know. How old are your kids?
So Gigi's down. You met Gigi, I think, at my house.
There was
she's 19.
Mm-hmm.
So she was probably there.
You had a daughter with the curly hair.
Daisy probably younger.
Yeah,
she's younger. Yeah, so she's 15. Then Gigi, you would have met Gigi maybe. She's a little taller. She's 19.
Yeah.
She's here. And then Lena's here. Lena's 21, and Christopher's here.
Christopher's the one I just met.
Yeah, he's 22.
Okay. Yeah, I met your nephew too. He was pretty cool. He was with his friend.
Yeah.
They were cleaning the backyard before I got started.
Adonai.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, they're there all the time.
But yeah, so $500 to $1,000 to start a little business.
$500 to $1,000. You get a small little pressure washer. That's all you need.
Pressure washer, a Juan and a Jose.
Yeah.
You need a wand is like something where you can spray off.
That's the handle.
The handle, yeah. And then the surface cleaner, and then just a couple hoses.
No, the surface cleaner is what we were talking about, or is it a different one?
That's what we're talking about. The little circle thing that you push and it.
So do you have a small one or a big one?
I have a bigger one.
A 24
inches.
So it's like $1,600 or something.
Yeah, it's expensive.
3 heads.
2
heads.
Yeah. Yeah, those it gets pricey.
Did you use that on my house?
No. Okay. No, at your house I use a wand because on travertine you don't want to.
Bro, that's not travertine. That's marble.
Marble? Oh yeah.
Let's get it right. No, I'm just kidding. It is marble though.
Marble. Well, yeah. So on that type of marble or travertine, you just kind of want to get that surface dust off and kind of get in there a little bit if it's super dirty, but you don't want to use so much pressure on it where it's kind of ripping up the dirt underneath and it'll mess up later on. So
yeah.
And then it's pretty much wand everything, and then but concrete is where you want to use a surface cleaner. It makes your life so much easier.
It's like mowing a lawn, bro.
Oh yeah. But like imagine you have like I'm sure you use the little handle. You go like let's say you have a driveway and you go from the top of it to the bottom and you're going in little lines just trying to make it perfect, trying to clean like the concrete up. So surface cleaner, it just makes it so much easier.
It's like
you're just going back and forth.
It's like mowing a lawn.
Exactly, yeah.
There's also those ones that you can hook up to the wand that's like a bar. Mm-hmm. And you like put 2 wheels, huh?
Yeah. I have one of those too, and it kind of just
that doesn't do as good as surface cleaner, but it's pretty good.
That's more for like rinsing.
Yeah,
if you're rinsing like larger
pushing stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
So $500, $1,000, say $1,000. Someone can start a power washing company. What's the potential income?
Dude, you
charged me a lot of money, bro.
What was it, like $10,000?
I think I want to start power washing. I was like, this guy's making more money than me. Shoot.
Yeah. Dude, you can be anywhere from 6 figures easily, or you can 7 figures. I've seen companies probably 7 or 8 figures around there. It just depends. The most lucrative is commercial. So if you get restaurant accounts, they need that done like every 2 weeks, every month, just because you don't want your customers to come to your restaurant and they look over and they're like, it's dirty. I don't want to eat here, So they get the restaurant done pretty consistently, and just any other commercial buildings, they need it done pretty consistently. So if you can get a few contracts, that helps you. So
I remember when I did that parking garage, and I was literally going to start a power washing company because I had bought so much stuff at everything. I even still have like a freaking, I guess you'd call it maybe a wand, but it goes like 12 feet. It extends.
Oh shoot!
And you have a belt. I have it here, and you can. Like high, dude.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's 12 or 18 feet. I don't know, but you have to wear a belt for this damn thing.
I'm about to see that.
I'll show you too. And but it was like a couple cents a foot to do like the parking lot.
Yeah, so that's like the per square footage. That's how you kind of charge. You kind of get an idea. That's how I started in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just cut like 20 cents a square foot.
But then you're like, hey, this is too oily, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing too with oil. Now that I do a lot with oil stains and different kind of stains, grease stains, it's kind of more difficult. So I always, whenever I give quotes, I always go out and look at it if it's something like that. And then I kind of do it by square footage, how long it's going to take me, and how much chemicals I'm going to use as well.
Yeah. So you kind of put all those numbers together.
Yeah.
And then whichever one comes out highest versus like square foot versus hourly, like how long will it actually take me, right?
Yeah. Just kind of, you just get an idea and then you get that number.
Do you plan on scaling your business?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like business like yours, for example. Like I look up to like business like yours because that's where I want to be one day. Whether it's power washing or I go into something else, but I can't wait till I start hiring people, have multiple trucks on the road. Yeah. So that's the goal right now. So right now I'm just trying to.
Why do you want to go into something else, bro? When you're getting really good.
Well, maybe, but
don't stop hanging around with these guys that want to start up companies every 2 seconds and they fail every 3 seconds.
Yeah, true. Like they have 3 companies and
they're doing nothing though. They're too spread out. You can't focus on one. Like you gotta wait till you're doing good.
Yeah.
You know, killing the game.
Yeah, and that's not. I wouldn't ever think about that anytime soon. Like I really want to get this down and be the best at this that I can be, and hire a solid team that can go out and do the work I'm doing, and then that way I can kind of be in the back end and start not having to be in the field as much.
Yeah.
So that's the goal right now. And right now I'm just trying to hustle and keep learning and just keep getting more jobs to where I can get to that point to start hiring.
Yeah. What's stopping you from I mean, you're young and I'm asking you a bunch of questions, but what's stopping you from going to that next stage, that next level?
Well, right now it's kind of more of like a mindset, kind of like I don't want to hire someone and then have them have days where they don't have work, you know?
Yeah.
So right now what's stopping me is consistency. So I need to get to a point where I have full weeks booked. That way I can step back from it and have someone else do it, and I don't have to worry about them not having jobs.
Yeah. So like every time I've texted you a few times and you're like, I can't go to you. Are you just acting like you're busy?
No. Like, well, the thing is because you text me the day before.
Yeah, I'm so like, hey, can you come right now?
Yeah, Chris is always texting me.
Party.
Chris is always texting me a couple hours before he needs me. No, but that's because that day I was actually booked up.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Bro.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. No, so like think about like. So I remember, and I told the same story at the little event. It's not a little event; it's a cool event. But so. And there was a time when I was starting the company. It was like probably our second year or something. And I went to this insurance. I went to get general liability insurance. And I went to the largest one that was the best for construction. And I was like, hey, can you give us insurance? And the owner at the time, he says, nah, you are too small. You know, we won't take you guys. And he goes, but I'll still meet with you. And I'll talk to you, and if you ever need advice, you call me, whatever. So I went and met with him at his office, and he goes, Chris, and then we're just starting on, maybe it was the first year, I don't know. And he goes, Chris, do you want to be installing drywall, or do you want to be in the business of selling drywall projects? And so that's what I tell you. Do you want to be a power washer or in the business of selling contracts to power wash people's businesses?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have to. It is a mindset change.
Yeah.
And you are young. I was. You know, I started my company. I think I was 28. I was 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
You know, you're killing it, dude. You're so much more advanced and further along than a lot of us, right? But I could help you with that.
Yeah, definitely. Just learning advice and just kind of how long into your business did you start hiring? Like what?
No, once that guy told me that, I literally got rid of my tool bags.
Oh.
And sold them at a yard sale.
So up to that point, you were doing it all by yourself?
Kind of. I had a couple guys. I not hired immediately. I'm really good at managing. Like that's my strong point. Like having a team. And so I always had someone, but I was still heavily like involved in the trenches.
Yeah.
And I had to stand back so I could see the bigger picture.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. I'm deep in the trenches.
You're deep in the trenches. Yeah. I'm in the trenches too right now, but it's a bigger trench. It's like a bigger, you know.
It's a different game, huh?
Yeah, it's a little different level, you know. But when you're in the trenches, like I'm in the trenches now, and it's not a good place to be, right? Obviously, there's more money involved, all this other crap.
Yeah.
But still in the trenches, right? And so what happens is I try to, like right now I'm working on pulling myself out of trenches. I'm looking for different estimators. I'm looking for more people. I got to add more people to my team.
Yeah.
So I can get myself out of the trenches. And so for you, that's what happens is we get caught up and we're grinding, we're hustling, we're working. I can go bang this job out really quick and I can make all the money.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you're making 150 grand a year, 200 grand, whatever it is. And you're like, I can do it. I don't need to pay nobody.
Yeah.
But like, imagine, just say, what do you think you'll build this year?
Like revenue wise?
Revenue.
Probably just under 6 figures.
So say 100 grand.
Yeah.
Let's say 100 grand. So if you're able to get twice as much work and you can go to 200 grand, but you only paid a guy 50 grand. So now he just made you another 50.
Yeah.
Now and then you still do your job, but you're working a little harder because you got to get more work, right?
Yeah.
So you're still doing your job and then you're managing a guy, right? Then you get 2 guys. Okay. So you get 2 guys, right? Now you're selling jobs now. So you got 2 guys rolling, right? So this is what happens with people. This is where they change. This is what screws them up. The mindset they can't get past this part. Because when you start to hire, you actually start to lose money. Yeah. You make less money. Oh yeah. Because you're giving more out, right? So you and another guy were at 200, right? But you're making 150,000. Just quick math, this could be off. Yeah. Right. But then you take yourself out. So you have one guy and one guy making 100 grand each. They're not making 100 grand. They're make 100 grand revenue each. Yeah. Hypothetically, right? 50 grand, 50 grand. You're making 100 grand. You're back to less, right? But now you're able to manage, right? Then you add another guy. Then you can go to jobs that are harder. Then
worth more money.
Yeah, worth more money. You add more services. Now you can go walk. You got the power washing gig here. You got the window washing. I pay for my windows to get washed. I mean, like, so now you got like a dude only doing solar panels. Yeah. A crew only doing window washing. 2 crews doing, you know, now you're billing 500 grand, right? And yes, you're paying 250 out, but now you're making 250.
Exactly. And it's just like a snowball effect, right?
But what happens is when you make that transition to hiring, you actually make a little less at the beginning.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Until you roll past it. You know what I mean?
It is a mindset game. It's kind of like you're just at the top of the hill, but you can't get over. Yeah. So and you actually have to take a step down and for someone to come up with you. Exactly. Right? Because you got to go back and get them. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, that's like the biggest thing right now. And then I was kind of pushing it off. I was hoping maybe next year I can, but this was the biggest thing, was doing the whole rebrand. Yeah. And since I'm still a little fresh, it was kind of easier, but I was really focused on this. But like you said, when you step down and you hire and then you go get more jobs, what do you for your business? Do you do a lot of marketing? Are you cold calling? Like how does that go for your business?
We're a little bit different because we do commercial construction, and so we've been around for a long time. We built a kind of a name for us. Yeah, you know, a lot of people know us. Some people don't, but we also have like an estimating app type thing where it sends job leads, but the customers always know. They put our name in that system to send it to us. You know. So I don't do a ton of marketing for where I'm at. Where the things I'm working on, like Extreme Media Group, I'm getting ready to start marketing again. So that'll take a lot of marketing. And in my paint division, I'm getting ready to market that a little harder. Okay. That'll take more marketing. But for you, like, you got to get in front of the businesses, right? Oh yeah. So I mean, I think you hit it every way there is.
Yeah, calling, going in there.
Well, cold call. You can't, like, the problem with cold calling businesses, you can call them, but you got to get past the front desk.
Oh yeah, you have to get to that GM or the
that's hard. So it's better just go in there.
Yeah.
Right. You're better off sending an email than calling them.
Yeah, because they kind of just, they're busy too, and they're kind of just like whatever.
Yeah, you can do emails, and then you can do an email and then follow up with a call because you're like, hey, I just sent you an email or whatever. You could if you did call, like if you called the front desk, you can be like, hey, who's in charge of this? You know, can I speak with them? Oh, well, they're busy. Well, can I get the email and I'll send them an email? You send them a little flyer.
Yeah.
Then you come in and you drop off a piece of paper.
Consistency.
Yeah. And you hit them 2-3 times. You know, and then so next thing you know, you're like bugging them. It's like, God, you're bugging them. You know what, dude? I need this done.
Yeah.
Let's get it done now.
Let's do it.
And then you do it, you knock it out, and now you got a customer. So you want to hit them. You don't want to be specific to one area of marketing. You know, you want to hit them boom, boom, boom.
Everywhere.
And in the social media, you know.
Social media is a big one, yeah.
Show more of your jobs. I think you show like just you driving and stuff, or show more of your jobs.
Yeah. I do a little. I remember I was pretty consistent with social media, posting every day, whether it's me talking or showing the job or things like that. But I kind of recently, I just like, it's a grind on social media to keep consistent.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go to post and you stay on there and you're scrolling. You waste another hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know, but yeah, you want to market everywhere you can. And that way, because you're going to get a different type of customer everywhere. Yeah. Right. And you're looking for a lot of businesses. So it's a little different. Like on the business side, you're going to market the business side versus the homeowner side. Yeah. The homeowners, your Instagram, you know, stuff
Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram. Those are like, that's going to get you closer to them. Maybe do door hangers. Yeah. Yeah. Have you done door hangers before?
Yep. I've had door hangers.
Did you get any luck from those?
I probably gotten 1 or 2.
Out of how many door hangers?
Probably like 100 or 200.
That's it?
Yeah, I was.
You need to do thousands, 10,000. Yeah. Or like stuff like that. Like you hired a company and you pay them, they'll charge you like 10 cents a door hanger or something. And they'll go and blast out 5,000 for you like that in one area. Yeah,
well, I do. I do magazines locally.
See, I wouldn't even do the magazines. Nobody looks at those.
Or like
they throw them away.
True.
Have you ever looked at them?
No, but the older generation.
Nah. I'm the older generation, bro. I'm 44.
You don't look at your magazines?
Hell no. the mailers?
Yeah.
Nah. The only time I ever look at them is if I'm doing a project. Okay. You know, like I was
at your house.
I was building my house, and I was like, oh, could I buy the windows? Then I looked, and I'm like, all these guys are too expensive. Trash. And the rest of them, they just go right into the recycle. Like we don't even see them.
Yeah, straight to the garbage.
Straight to the garbage.
That is true.
Yeah, you're better off with a door hanger at least because it's irritating.
It's on their door.
It's irritating. They have to take it off their door. Yeah. The problem with the mail is like parents train their kids
to go get the mail,
and they train their kids what to keep and not to keep. True. Hey, son, daughter, make sure all the bills. Look, don't throw away the bills. I got to get this check coming in, and then you know the junk mail. I'm tired of getting all this junk mail. Just throw that away. And they get like my kids throw all the junk mail. This is why I know. Yeah. So you're training like you know what I mean. So
like envelopes, keep the envelopes and just throw
keep
everything.
Your mail, keep your exactly. Yeah. Anything that looks like an envelope or bill, you're keeping that, and then the rest of it, chuck it. Yeah. We don't want to see fries or nothing. You know, like some people do, but most people don't.
That is true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you want to do something that you're getting in their face. So door hanger for your door knockers. You know, you could set up a salesman. True. Yeah. You know, where they're getting a commission off every job. There's a lot of guys I can hook you up with someone that can build a whole sales force. Okay. Yeah. Door knockers, and then so they'll go in and you send them to a neighborhood and they're like, hey, we're with Blue Cactus, blah 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 blah, and they sell you a job for $400. They make $40-$50, whatever it is, and you make $350.
And they just keep going throughout the day. Yeah. There's so many ways you can market, and that's where I'm trying to get back into right now, is where like kind of keeping your eggs in different baskets and seeing what's best and what's not doing as good. So
the biggest thing for you is don't get distracted on what other people are doing, because it's easy. Yeah. You know, because you'll start getting around more people that make more money, and you start seeing they're trying different things. you know, and it's easy to want what they have or think they have something, because a lot of people don't have what they actually say they have.
Yeah.
You know,
or their life isn't, you know,
it's not as flashy as they show on Instagram.
Like celebrities, for example, like they may have all this money, but you don't know how their
they could
life
be miserable.
Is. Exactly.
Bro. Their wife could be cheating on them. They could be cheating on their wife. They could be in their 15th marriage. You know, 32 kids and just crazy stuff. You don't know. You know, people post all these things, and you know, it's you know, it's all flashy and it's glitz and glamour, but like when you peel it all back, it's like, what's really happening?
Exactly.
You know, because a lot of people are check to check, bro. Like, I think I heard something like 25% of millionaires, and this could be a higher number, 25% of millionaires are check to check.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't even make sense, right? Well, millionaire is like a low number now, but when you hear that, like, how are millionaires check to check?
They're blowing it.
They're blowing it.
Yeah.
As soon as it comes in, they got high expenses. Their cost of living is super high. They got really, really nice cars, toys. They're eating out every day. They got maids, all this shit, right? Like, it's easy. It happens really fast.
Oh, yeah.
You know, well, you know, you go out and you make some money. You're like, let's go eat some good food. Take one of these girls out, the 3 or 4 that I seen.
I wish. No, actually, I feel like for me, I feel like I learned from my mom, just be careful with my money, but yeah, just
put it back in a business.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You want to put it back in a business. You don't have any bills.
That's the great thing for me is I could take advantage of that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get all the baby steps out right now, just because I don't have to worry about, like you said, those bills or just insurance and gas and for my business. But personal wise, I don't have any kids. I don't have a mortgage or things like that. So
and take advantage of that. As long as you can, because you have like what's a decent apartment cost in Maricopa? They have like
15.
They have one complex, I think, or 2, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so $1,500 a month.
Probably more.
Yeah, let's just say $1,500 for a small studio, 1-bedroom studio, whatever, right? So 1,500 times 12, right? What's that? That's like what? I don't even know what the hell it is. You got 12,000. You got 12,500, 6,000, 16,000, 18,000.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Did I do the math right? I don't even know. So just say $18,000. So right off the bat, you got to take $18,000 off of your income. Yeah. Right. Then you throw a big old fancy truck payment. That's $1,500. Right?
Yeah.
So then, because that's what people do. You see them, they put their nice trucks, and then you have like
all this equipment and
you have let me see. Shit. I'm doing the math real quick. Yeah, 18,000.
Oh, right. Spot on.
So okay, so think about this. You buy an apartment for $1,500 a month. Then you buy a big old bad truck, like nice. They're like $1,500 a month.
Oh yeah.
That's 18,000, $36,000 right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, so now you're making less and less money. This is where people start messing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, granted you're young, but then you gotta buy your stuff. If something happens,
you always gotta have a backup, and
you want to have a backup. Like you should probably have an extra pump and an extra motor.
Oh yeah, extra equipment
all the time.
Oh yeah.
That way, if something happens, you can just swap out.
Well, it happens all the time. Like I'll be on a job and something like my hose breaks or things like that go out. So yeah, it's important to have extra things.
It's natural wear and tear.
100%. Yeah.
So what? So we know what you're doing now, but what? So what does the future look like for Andy? Like like, you know, you say you want to grow or something. You know, do you want to, you know, grow into like a $10 million business, a $20 million business? You want to have 10 businesses? Like what? Like in your mind, what do you think about?
Well, sky's the limit. You know, like for this business specifically, and this is probably I'm gonna have this forever. I want to grow it like as much as I can.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You know, it's like the sky's the limit. Like I don't want to. There's no point where I want to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's how I see myself in the future, 5-10 years from now, and then like I said, just getting the baby steps out the way right now. That way, when I do have those bills, my business is established, and I'm getting that money in.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I like it. I'm glad you're doing good, man. You know, we just met recently, and
Today,
you know, it's inspiring. You know,
I appreciate it.
It's inspiring for a young man. You're 19, you started when you're 18, and I think you're doing really well. Actually, you started when you're 16, kind of type thing. You know, and don't look at like what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Just look at what you're supposed to be doing. Focus.
100%.
Are you Christian or Mormon or anything? Or?
Yeah, I'm religious.
What are you?
Well, my family's Catholic.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just focus on like what God's word says.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, like that way you can keep straight and narrow and focus. Like the distractions is what screws us up, dude.
Especially at a young age.
At any age. Are you kidding?
Oh, true.
It's actually easier at a young age to be distracted, because when you get a 45-year-old dude that's distracted, he freaking goes through divorce, loses his house, his car, his everything. Yeah. You see the difference?
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you do get distracted right now, it's a setback that could put you back 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you don't need that. You just want to keep cruising, keep going.
Straight line.
Nice momentum. No, upward, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're not getting arrested. You don't even walk a straight line.
DUI test.
walk forward, sir. No, you want to go upward. You know what I mean? Yeah. The sky's the limit. So you're gonna go up that way. You know, you're gonna climb that mountain and know that every level requires something different from you. So you need to keep learning.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
My ears are always open, and I'm always bringing like. I'm the type of person to, if you have advice, like I'm always gonna take it in. I'm not gonna be the type of person where it's like, oh no, I already know that, or you know those stubborn people that you try to give them advice and they're like, no, you don't know anything.
Yeah, I was doing that yesterday. I was trying to help somebody and he just kept cutting me off. Yeah, and I just felt like telling him, "F you, dude. Like, good luck."
Yeah, because those people like they're not gonna. Eventually, they're not gonna. You know, they're just.
But they stay stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I'm stubborn myself, dude. Like I am stubborn. It's part of the way I grew up and stuff, but I'm also wise, and when it's something I want and something that I guess I'm selfish too, that I'll benefit from. Yeah, I'm all ears.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So I'll close my ears to what I want to close my ears to, and I'll open my ears to what I want to open my ears. Yeah, the same thing with your eyes. You know, you want to see what you want to see. So I think the future looks good for you. Yeah. 100%. Is there anything you want to say to the audience, to these young guys out there, these young women out there that want to start a business? Leave them with a last nugget. Just do it. Like, you have to start. Like, for me, it's like I look back at it. If I didn't have that idea or I didn't like start, I would have never been here. So as long as you can start and get that snowball effect and just keep learning and do what you're good at and just dedicate yourself to it, you can do whatever. Yeah. Sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. I love that, man. Like, yes, we all have the potential. God gave us all a gift, right? And challenge yourself. Like, we got to challenge ourselves. Exactly. We can't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment's never going to come. You didn't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect pressure washer. You said, Dad, I see a pressure washer right there that you don't use. It looks kind of fake and plastic, but it works. Yeah. And that's what we need to do. 100%. Like, I just got a memory in my Facebook, and it was a picture of me with that pressure washer. I'm like, it's insane. Oh, you got to post it again today. Oh, I'll show you. I posted it a couple weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, but it's insane. So, yeah, you just got to get out there and do it and just stay, like you said, stay focused and dedicated. So there it is, guys. Get out there, do it. Don't be afraid. Be like Andy and get it going. Yes, sir. Don't forget to follow us, to like us, subscribe to all of our stuff. Andy, where can we find you? You can find me on Instagram, Andy the Pressure Washer, or Blue Cactus Power Washing, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Leave the comments. Be blessed. Thank you, guys. Boom. Sheesh.